So, did you hear about what happened with ITC's stock? I mean, it dropped like a stone, right?
Well, not exactly a stone, but yes, it did adjust downwards quite a bit, actually. It's all because of the hotel's demerger.
Oh, the demerger, right. I guess I'm a little fuzzy on what that actually means for the stock price, though.
Okay, so think of it like this. ITC had two main parts, their usual business and their hotel business. And now they're splitting. It's like, a company cutting a cake in half and giving one half to the shareholders.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So the share price went down because, well, it's now just for the main business, not hotels, right?
Exactly. The market recalculated the value, subtracting the hotel business value. So the ITC share price dropped specifically by 26 rupees on the NSE and 27 rupees on the BSE.
That's like a significant drop. I saw a few mentions of this saying it's trading ex hotels business now.
Right. Ex demerger means that when you buy ITC shares, you're not buying into the hotel business anymore. That's going to be separate. And the price reflects that.
Okay, so if someone owned ITC shares before, they also get shares in the new hotel business, right?
Yes, that's right. The demerger ratio is 1 to 10. For every 10 ITC shares you held, you get one share of ITC Hotels.
So it's like a 2-for-1 deal almost, but the price of the initial share gets adjusted to account for it.
Precisely. The existing shareholders get a piece of the new company, while the original stock adjusts to its current form, which excludes hotels now.
And I saw that, they had a special session to figure out the new price of the ITC shares.
Yes, a special pre open session where the market determined that the ITC share price would be around 455 rupees.
Wow. It's like the market was saying, okay, this is what ITC is worth without the hotels. But what about the hotel shares?
Well, the ITC Hotels shares will have a constant price initially based on the difference between the pre demerger closing price and what was discovered in that special session. And the actual trading of ITC Hotels shares will begin later.
So it's like a dummy ticker for now until the official listing, which could be like mid-February, I think.
That's right. The official listing date for ITC Hotels is still pending regulatory approvals, but mid February is the general expectation.
Okay, got it. So what do analysts think about this whole thing? Should we buy, sell, or just hold on?
Well, opinions vary. I mean, some analysts suggest holding onto ITC shares, saying it's made a strong base around 430 rupees, and they suggest adding more in the 430 to 450 rupees range.
That's interesting. I guess that's like a confidence vote in the main ITC business itself.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, okay, this core business is solid, and the demerger actually helps its value shine through.
So for investors, it's kind of like the demerger unlocked some value. you know
Yes, and something that ITC Hotels, once is trading, could see a premium valuation due to this better price discovery, which may not have been obvious when it was tied up with the larger parent company.
Okay, so potentially more value down the line. But what about the risks? I mean, are there any?
Well, of course, the market is always unpredictable. So there is a risk of fluctuations. Also, the hotel listing, I mean, it's still a bit uncertain. So it's like trying to predict the weather. Sometimes things don't go as planned.
Right. And the new hotel shares, they're not like freely traded immediately either, which is something to consider.
Correct. Initially, they're kind of a placeholder, a dummy ticker until the official listing. Think of it as, I don't know, a movie trailer. It gives a glimpse, but you got to wait for the movie.
So, what about the indices? I mean, I heard something about how ITC hotels will be included, but not really.
Right. ITC Hotels is included in the Nifty 50 and Sensex, but at that constant price for now, it's, for calculation purposes. It's more like a temporary addition.
So, it's like it has a seat at the table, but it's not quite eating yet until it fully lists.
Exactly. And once it's actually trading for real, then its market cap will be used for the actual index weight calculations.
Okay, so a lot of moving parts, but basically ITC split, stock price adjusted, investors get new hotel shares, and we wait to see what happens with their official listing.
That's a good summary. It's like a chapter closing and a new one beginning with a little bit of suspense in between.
So, is it a good idea to buy ITC now? Well, maybe we should wait and see how the market reacts before making any big decisions, right?
Exactly. It's a bit of a wait and see game for a bit now, but I would definitely keep a close watch.